Golf will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 26.
Cordell.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Let's go.
Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
We got 4.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
You better talk to your boy.
Antoine Woods. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, here we go. One's mine, ain't it?
Mike's 51. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Watch that. Watch that. Watch that.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Intended that time for Cooper. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, tight. Switch.
Maverick Walsh.
Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On first down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm here.
Throwing on second and 8. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Good stop.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
White 20.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Ric Flair.
It's going to be a
Throwing on second down. Goff stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Let's go.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Gurley again here on 1st down.
Run! Get there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards is the pickup there. A 1st down for L.A.
Draw Corker.
Goff on 1st down. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks.
That's the way to finish.
Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Two times.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, Mike 51.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Go to 54. I know you felt that one.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Mike 51.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Going to 53.
Crunch.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Okay, baby, let's go.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Bang, 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 bang. 25, check 25, check 25.
Shift. He's checking. Crash.
Kill.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny. If they win out, they go 9-7 and win the NFC East.
Yeah, because they're just one game back of 6-6 Dallas. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
We played to
It
win.
would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
That's the
Yeah,
way.
and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one.
Let's go.
How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
51.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive team.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
You can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check 180. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Out of the gun. Goff. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. He's to the 10 and able to find Higbee. It's complete. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Check 55 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
They can't see us.
Jared Goff, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Yeah.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 51, Mike 51. No chance.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. It's caught. Cooper. He's at the 40. 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Shell.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And some Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley, 60 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give them the momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 24, Prescott. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Value 3. Value 3.
Fellas, let's set a tone.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Stay focused. Come on.
All right. White 20.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
That forces fourth down. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Peek the edge, peek the edge, peek the edge.
On second down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, baby. Let's
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Get in there, Hap.
47.
Shit.
26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Kill.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Under crunch.
Here we go, 47.
Exit.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. This is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Here we go, 46.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Cut. 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous.
Turbo's up.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's it, baby.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey.
Another carry now for Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Cut. 180.
Check. Watch 54. All right.
On 1st down, it's Brown. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Yeah, baby.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Mike's 5-4.
Drop deep, drop deep.
What's that?
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now it's Goff. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
Mike 54.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 25-yard line.
There we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
check.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They find some open field here. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And they take a knee. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on. 180. Maverick.
54. Here it comes, here it comes.
Turbo touch.
Goff going to throw it. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and the 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abukum able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. Here we go. 47.
51's a mic.
26.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott, he finds Austin complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go, defense.
26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
18-yard line.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Alert, 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 alert.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's baby soft.
First 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
218, chop.
Kill. Slam.
Alert, 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 alert.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Forced out to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check. 7,
Wilson.
Here we go.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
57's the mic.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
3 down.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone. And that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's do this.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
The leg, get there.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part.
It's just me and you.
The best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Let's go.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along, because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A run for Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
Chubb. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Regular.
Out of time. Shift.
On on the ground. It's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
For the Browns field goal, a 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's make these babies cry.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We played to win.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get the lead back before the break. Wilson steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike's 49. Let's go, D.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, read it well and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle.
Great job, man. Keep getting
Russell
those touchdowns.
Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw.
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down, 3 down.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jared Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Back at the 13-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back
Let's
here.
go,
This will be a
boys. Bring it up.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared. For some change-ups, we're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Bring it. Bring it.
Watch twist. Alert. Twist.
They run again with Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Fifty-three is the mic.
Switch up.
Look for signals.
Check 9.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Here's Carson, and a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Exit.
On second down, here's Penny. And an alley to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch.
19.
Now a first carry for their fullback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
57's the mic.
Watch the run.
Runs 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
36 power.
Check three. 80 weapon.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it one from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We got this. We got this. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now.
And again, it's Chubb.
Outside coming.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Boom! I see you, boy.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 56.
Smoke.
56.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Alert! Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mayfield to throw it, looking for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here we go.
Mayfield with it once more. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
There we go.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 54.
I got you.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the Jew. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Yeah, baby.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Hey, 57, Mike 57.
Check.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks.
57 to Mike.
There.
First down.
Hey, come on, oh.
57.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Here's Wilson. The quick slant caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. So after the sack, here's second and 14. Throwing. Mayfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Right. Blue 15.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Gotta go. In and out. Let's go.
Oh, baby, come on. Let's go. Showing eight. Showing eight.
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Houston Texans. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Right here.
Set. Grenade team.
51. Let's get the ball.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Time to go. Night.
Watson now to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort.
Discussed all week in practice getting ready for this. Right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Johnson's got it complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking,